Well, good morning, my friend, and welcome to the Pastor's Podcast. It's good to have you with me on this Thursday morning. And what a great service we had last night, and it was exciting to see the house people coming in. A great lesson on communicating with negative people. And God certainly met with us last night, and looking forward now to this weekend and seeing what God's going to do. For those who've just been praying for me about the surgery, just to let you know, yesterday, God really kind of did some great things for me on getting this thing on my arm repaired. So we had to, my doctor's appointment wasn't supposed to be until a week from Wednesday. And I just called up and said, can you guys get me in? Happened to be somebody had a slot open. They got me in. And then they said, well, we'll try to get you in tomorrow, which is today for surgery, but we're not sure. It'll probably be next week. They ended up getting me in for surgery today. So this afternoon, I go in for surgery to have my arm repaired. And so I just thought I would let you know that. I won't be doing my podcast tomorrow morning, just to let you know that. I probably won't be doing that until next Monday. And so I'm excited to get my arm back to working again. I know it's going to be a while to get everything working back to normal again, but I'm excited that it's going to be on the mend properly, so I don't have to deal with the pain and all the little things that go with what's been going on in my arm. And for those who've been praying, thank you. And you don't know how much that means to me to get a text or whatever from you folks that you're praying for me. I know that just to take a little thought and 30 seconds of praying for Alan Donald, it means the world to me. And thank you so much for that. Well, today I want to talk to you, if I can, about measured correction. In Jeremiah chapter 46 and verse 28, the scripture says, fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord, for I am with thee. For I will make a full end of all the nations whither I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure. Yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. Now, when God chose to judge Egypt, he did not unload the whole wagon of wrath upon them. Instead, God said he would correct thee in measure. God was saying that though Egypt deserved to be punished, they did not deserve to receive the whole of God's punishment or the whole of God's wrath. Rather, they needed some punishment that equaled the wrong that they had committed to keep the correction just. Now, that's critical that you get that statement right there. One of the keys to making correction profitable is to correct in measure. Many have never measured their correction, which resulted in correction becoming the source of hurt. Now, the rebel is a rebel because they choose to be a rebel, but we should not contribute to their rebellion because we fail to correct in measure. Whether you are a parent, a leader, a business person, whatever you are as a leader, you've got to learn to delicately correct in measure, or delicate measurements of correction, so that correction is used to teach and not to hurt. So I want to share several principles about correcting in measure that would help you out. First, the purpose of correction is to teach that bad behavior hurts the individual's future. That's the purpose. So the purpose of correction is never to inflict pain on the one being corrected, but its purpose is to teach them how bad behavior will hurt them in a greater way in the future if they don't correct it. So don't use correction to hurt, but use it to teach that bad behavior hurts the individual's future. Second, correction should be according to the wrong. So you would not give someone who is speeding the death sentence. Oh, we got to kill them. They were speeding. That'd be crazy. That's unjust. Giving a ticket for speeding is what you would call measured correction. Now, there are some wrongs that deserve little correction, while others deserve great correction. Don't always think you have to do the worst punishment because someone does wrong. I have always asked myself when I have to correct someone, what would be the just punishment according to the infraction they committed? So that's what I have to ask myself. Now, this question will help you to correct and measure. Third, correction is never to be measured by anger or inconvenience. Having a small cooling off period so that you can give measured correction is the best way to keep from abusing correction. You don't punish someone because they made you mad, because they inconvenienced you or they embarrassed you. You only correct someone who has done wrong. To correct someone because they made you mad or inconvenienced you is when punishment becomes hurtful, and that's when it becomes abusive. A parent who corrects when they're mad, when they're inconvenienced, when they're embarrassed, is likely to inflict hurt on the child because they've not had the cooling off period to let those things cool down so now that they can correct and measure. Fourth, correct according to pre-established rules of punishment. So it's never right to punish someone if there's never been a rule established. You say, but they did wrong. Okay, but did you establish the rule? Now, you might make a rule after someone's done something, but to punish them without an established rule, now that's unjust. You see, your job as a leader is to have the rules in place that tell you when to punish so that your punishment is just. So if I don't have that rule in place, I cannot punish them. Now, I can set the rule from this time forward, but I cannot punish right now. Now, my friend, measure correction would do more to correct bad behavior than punishing according to how you feel. When you punish according to feelings, inconvenience, embarrassment, when you're mad, what you're going to do is you're going to turn out a rebel. Let punishment, now listen to the statement, let punishment start small and then increase it as they continue to do the same wrong. Don't unload the whole wagon right now. So maybe the first punishment is one swat. Next punishment, two swats. First punishment, you correct them. Second punishment, now you got to lay them off for a day. I'm just using those as illustrations. But it's measure correction. What you got to understand is if I can start here and stop it immediately, then my correction, the intention of correction, is to help people to do right and to correct their bad behavior. So if I take these principles, these four principles, and I apply them to all of my punishment, my friend, I'm going to tell you, it will help you as a parent. It's going to help you as a leader. Too many people correct because of feeling. Boom, man, you made me mad. Man, you inconvenienced me. Oh, you hurt me. You ran into me. They didn't know it. Now, let me illustrate. Sometimes a child accidentally hurts a parent. Man, the parent turns around and just smacks them on the hind end. Now, that's wrong. Just because maybe that child just didn't realize where they were. Now, it might be worthy of you stopping that child and you telling that child, now listen, you need to be aware of your surroundings so you don't hurt someone, because someday you're going to get around someone older and you're going to hurt them. Now, that would be the worthy punishment. Instead, turn around, you hurt me. No, maybe they didn't mean to. So we learn how to correct and measure. This measuring correction is what allows us to be good parents, good leaders, and allows us to be able to build people so they can correct their bad behavior. And this is what you'll learn. When you teach people with measured correction, they'll love you for life, because you didn't just unload the wagon on them. You did it in a measured correctional way so that they could correct their bad behavior. And that way they were able to become a better person themselves. And when we correct bad behavior, that always helps the individual to be a better person down the road. So I hope you take these thoughts and I hope you apply them to your lives and to your parenting and leadership abilities. And you're going to find this will be a great way to help you in all of your leadership abilities in correcting bad behavior. Well, my friend, I hope that you have a great day and a great weekend. Now, let's remember today, be good to everyone. Everyone's having a tough time.